So, welcome everybody. This is our next Meet the Artists. Get ready. This is going to be great.
My name is Lucille Doe. I am a former clown theater artist who is now a mom and a social worker. And I am finding myself coming back to art, question mark.
Respect the question mark. All right. So, your art. Well, what will you be performing? What art are you going to be performing on July 24th?
I will be performing an excerpt from my one trans woman clown spectacle called ReTransition Baby. And it is my medical transition through the lens and filter of clown. And I will be doing an excerpt um, that, yeah, is going to be pretty outrageous and fun. And yeah, I'm excited.
Can This is not on our regular questions, but like
Yeah.
clowning. I just got to know, like, how did you get into clowning? Where was that journey that took you there?
Sure. In college, I was a dancer and I made really weird improvisations that were more about what was happening in the audience and their reaction. They were like little social science experiments. And for my senior project, for instance, I did this big campy kind of spectacular burlesque crazy show with stilts and masks and my family was there, and I put a spotlight on them because I was nervous how they made me feel. So, you know, as a
Right.
performing, you're supposed to be a lawyer. You're supposed to be a have a real job.
Right.
So I made them part of the show. And then so I had a teacher who was like, I think you should go to the school called the Del Arte School of Physical Theater
Oh,
um, af
cool.
after this.
Yeah.
And that's where I was introduced to um, Camino dell'Arte and the mime and clown and mask and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
actor creator driven work.
Yeah.
And that's I'm now on my like fifth clown show um, since I started and have made countless like burlesque shows and other stuff. So.
Yeah, cool. Oh, that's interesting. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate it. What made you interested in performing with Arts for Choice?
Well, my friend Bex has performed with y'all several times. I think I went once.
Oh, cool.
Um, I I am passionate about bodily autonomy
Mhm.
as a recipient of that right to do with my body what I choose. Still in this country, it is legal to transition medically, and I think that's a bodily autonomy issue.
Yeah.
Um, and I think women everywhere and men have the right to do with their body as they wish, and obviously women have less of a right in this country.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this would be a good
Mm.
show up as a trans woman asserting that right.
Yeah.
Um, I think is important.
Cool. Amazing. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Um, all right. So, as this is your first show with us, although you just said you have possibly seen us perform, with the causes that Arch for Choice works with, so this year we specifically split everything up so that we're going themed every other month in order to really just push more funding towards the specific nonprofits that we work for. So for July, as you know, it's for LGBTQ rights, and so Transformative Schools and the Audre Lorde Project, two incredible orgs. And then we also have three others that we work with when we do reproductive rights and abortion rights. Is there one nonprofit in particular that you feel most passionate about, or if it's not one, it's multiple? Any of those just pull you? Just curious.
Transformative schools, I know really well. Uh, I collaborated with Elena, who is the head of that organization, to organize around CEC2 and the Aunties for Liberation the last couple years, and the fight for trans girls playing sports in schools. And I collaborated with her and with Megan Madison, and to create like a really novel arts infused reaction to these school board meetings, where we would, whenever the hate was being spewed our way, we would get up and start silent dancing in protest, and also in the nervous system regulation, like how I was noticing when I went at first that like it was a bunch of folks screaming at the stage, screaming at these school board members, and then leaving really angry. And I was like, I think that there could be a different way, and using my other background as a theater of the oppressed practitioner. I'm a original founding member of theater of the Oppressed NYC, and so like using those tactics and techniques to bring a group together, to then go, how do we protect us while we fight? And so the idea was like, let's all sit really close together, pass notes with each other, have lots of fidgets, pass lots of chocolate around, like because it's a long meeting,
Yeah.
chill. And we're also doing this for like over a year. We were going to these meetings monthly and sitting through hours and hours and hours. So like, how do we survive when they're again spewing hate at us?
Yeah.
So we would get up and do HOTTOGO silently at them, which made them furious, and eventually brought more people into the movement. It was started as like a couple dozen, was like ended up with like hundreds of people going every meeting and having a good time, and putting them on edge. And we voted them out, and we got that resolution rescinded. Of course, now we're facing a federal attack on trans rights, and specifically trans kids, which is why I think, like, they're the first ones to be attacked, and so I think Transformer School holds a very, very close thing to me.
Yeah, we're totally. Yeah. Wow. That sounds like an incredible time.
Yeah.
Just getting up and silent dance, doing all the things, just to like, and just watching people be, and like it's like killing people with kindness, basically, and them not being able to do, like, they're just trying to continue to like spew, like you're saying, spew the hate and do all the things, and you're just like, whatever, we're fine. We're just gonna, everything's, obviously it's not feeling fine, but like that way to just,
And how to make them look like,
yeah,
and how to make them look like the ones that are cuckoo and like overreacting.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
we're just here having a good time, and you are the ones who are like,
Right.
you need to listen to us tell you how much we hate you. Like, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Which
Exactly.
also came from a lot of our tactics from defending the New York City drag story hour. So
Oh,
like at the libraries all over the city, they were coming to attack, yell things at kids going in and out of libraries. And so we went to those and created like saying songs on your ukuleles and shielded everyone with rainbow umbrellas, and
yeah.
like, so.
Oh, God. Just don't understand hate. All right, so yeah, we've now come to our last question. In this political climate, what does being a part of social justice art mean to you?
Well, sometimes it feels dangerous because I'm a mom of two kids. It feels, to be out there and, again, doing my show. It's like late night for adults. It's not social justice, but like it's being a trans person is politicized in this country. And I get nervous. I get nervous for my children, for me. And at a certain point, I decided that New York, the risk level feels low enough. Yeah, it feels essential. I think that they, that there was a period of time where, yeah, I stepped back from it because I was scared.
Right.
It was, I remember early, 2 years, 3 years ago, or when it was just like glued to the algorithm, which was just like feeding me like
Mhm.
ways that my rights will go away overnight, and it really jacked my nervous system, and
Right.
um, cutting down on Instagram and up on things like Aunties for Liberation or making art has helped me to like balancing things out. And also it's like I think it helps other people to feel like, oh, we're doing this together. We're we're all engaged together versus like freaking out late at night, not getting enough sleep on our little devices.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's great. I love everybody's just had them like some beautiful responses, and it's really just great to, just kind of that, just that connection of knowing that we're all like that everybody has the same kind of thoughts and of what we want to do with our art and how powerful art can be in the face of what's going on right now.
I'm also excited, I think, to use clown uh as a tool for like my own self-discovery. Like I think like I was a clown for 15 years with a different presentation, with a different body shape and all of that. And
Yeah.
it's been interesting to, as I'm creating the show, that like the the liberation I felt as like the former occupant, like the person who I thought I was and who people thought I was great, but like clowning as Lucille, it's just amazing, it's like it's very liberatory, I think, for me, and when I did a snippet of it a couple months ago at Taste the Rainbow, um, a queer variety night, like it was just like, oh wow, like there's something
Mhm.
that resonates and is electric. So I'm excited.
Ah, cool. I'm excited as well. And you can check out Lucille and so many more folks at our next Arts for Choice on July 24th. Just get your tickets now.
Yay!